Pick up the pieces, mad at myself picking up pieces, thinking about all of this time that I wasted trying to be you. Famous, I blame you. I was told if I didn't expose and downgrade a queen that I wouldn't go far. Wouldn't get money, wouldn't get that honey, wouldn't get that rep, wouldn't get that car. I was never with it from the beginning. Funny how I choose to respect them more than they listen less. Gotta get it off my chest. We need all women. Look at all the lies that they feed all women. Look at how the media want us to see our women. It's like the world wants us to defeat our women. Look at how the industry treats our women. Look at how the energy shifts our women. So I check myself because it starts with us. We gotta protect and uplift our women. They can't breathe. I feel like 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 they keep your head up, queen. You don't have to do what they want you to do. Be who you want to be, and you are enough. So salute to you, because without you, it wouldn't be in me. I'm saying we either don't see the problem or don't want to solve it. I don't really know what's worse, or the fact that a man's still stuck in his ways. I'm probably gonna skip this verse. I don't see the world the way they used to see, so I speak the vision you don't usually see coming to you from me. Lyrically self, all heart, food for thought, gluten free. Blame famous, famous. I blame you. Famous, I blame you. Famous, I blame you. Look at all the people that done changed up. Look at all the pain that I've been through. Gotta get up and pick up the pieces. Mad at myself picking up pieces, thinking about all of this time that I wasted trying to be you. Famous, I blame you. Famous, I blame you. Famous, I blame you. Look at all the people that done changed up. Look at all the pain that I've been through. Gotta get up and pick up the pieces. Mad at myself picking up pieces, thinking about all of this time that I wasted trying to be you. Famous, I blame you.
Hey. Yes. Are you with me?
I'm here.
You're here? Ladies and gentlemen, good evening.
Curvilinear Radio.
Curvilinear Radio is here. We are live and in color. My name is Misha, Miss Hotspot.
And I'm Kiki with the E.
As y'all see, we are missing our lovely Miss Mary J. B. She is out for the evening, but she is all right. Y'all just keep her in your prayers. She's just getting some good rest, something she very much needs.
We all do.
So tonight we are discussing a very sensitive topic for some.
And, it depends on how sensitive you want to make it, because it's a cold world out here.
It is a cold world. So
can't be too sensitive when it comes to this.
Listen.
Single parent dating.
Yes, dating a single parent. Would you date a single parent? Now,
are you a single parent dating?
I'm not a parent, so I ain't got no kids. So for me, I can come from the avenue of those who don't. Well, not speaking on behalf of all of them, but I don't. I used to have that mentality where I didn't, younger especially, I didn't date any guys with kids. I wasn't going.
Understandable.
And it was a selfish reason.
Understandable.
Which
I'm
was
surprised you don't now. Well,
I don't really. I really don't. I don't. I've learned to accept it because one, it's 2018, and at this point in the game, everybody got at least one, especially men. Every dude. 9 times out of 10, I would say 4 out of 5 guys that I have met or been introduced to or talked to have a child.
This is true.
So I've learned to be like, okay, so if I ever get back in the dating scene, I'm going to have to accept that he's going to have some kids. So now it's more of, instead of I don't date no dude with no kids, it's like, okay, how many kids do you got? And then how many mamas you got going on with them
that
kids?
That makes a difference too. That makes a difference.
But my selfish reason was, I know this is going to sound bad, but my selfish reason for not wanting to date a guy with kids is because I knew I couldn't come first. I can't be your number one priority when you have kids. And I would never be that chick to be selfish enough to think or even act like a dude would put me before his child. Because if you did, then we really ain't talking.
Right.
And guys would get upset. They'd be like, well, that's selfish. It is, but look at it in a different way. Like, at least I'm not a chick that would date you with child, but then try and put myself before your child. I'm just keeping it real. I know I'm not going to come first. I was selfish. I was in my early, we talking 19, 20, 21.
That's how I was too, really, because I always dated older guys. So when I didn't have kids and I come across a guy with some kids, it was hard to date a guy with kids. I just didn't understand.
Right. You don't understand it.
Didn't understand.
And then
that's why I choose not to date people without kids.
So as a parent, you won't date a guy without kids.
You know what? No, but it's funny because you said it's not many out here because I tend to run into all type of guys that don't have kids. Maybe I start listening your way, huh?
Listen, we need to switch.
I'm always running into guys with no kids, and I be like, they be like, but I love kids. They be like, I love kids, and you know, I would treat them like my own, and da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, it sounds great.
It sounds good, but
when the time come and you don't, I have to kick you out, and then you be salty and all this and all that.
Yeah.
To avoid all of that, I'd rather not date guys that don't have kids. Honestly, that's my
interesting.
preference.
That's interesting
because I need you to understand,
right? Because you can't understand.
My time is spread thin,
right?
I'm gonna need you to understand that I don't have time.
And guys are needy. Guys without kids are needy.
Yes. I can't stop, drop, and roll.
Listen, my friend always told me. She said, when you get married, your first child is your husband, and she was not lying.
Well,
she was not lying. If you with a man with no kids. And you choose to get married, if you ever wanted one, welcome, because that's your first one. He needy. He want a lot of attention, you know.
Right. And then he think he entitled now that he your husband.
Yes. Oh, listen, that's a whole nother conversation.
His life over to you, basically.
Listen. No, you signed yours over to him. That's whole nother conversation. But now it's like I said, I'm more open now to where I'm like, okay, if I was to ever be single again and decide to start dating, I have to accept that there are going to be guys with kids. So now it's more complex because it's like, okay, what type of father are you? Are you an active father in your kids' lives? Do you have partial custody? Are y'all co-parents, or is it a baby mama?
Right, and that's important because
how many baby mamas do you have? How many kids do you have? Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. My limit, honestly, is no more than 3. That's a top. And that's if you got one baby mama.
3 kids. Oh, I'm about to say 3 kids.
3 kids.
Mama.
Okay. No. 3 baby. No. Multiple baby moms is a negative for me.
It depends on how you got to go.
And I'll
you said baby moms. I'm sorry.
Baby moms. Now, if you have 2 women that you had children with, but y'all all are co-parents, and it ain't a drama issue, I can understand that. I can respect that. You know, it's just harder to me for a person without kids to date someone with kids because, you can get in good on his side. You can win the kids over. But at the end of the day, if the mama is in disagreement, it's going to always be an issue.
True.
So depending on how she feels toward him, and I've always ran into the guys whose baby's moms have never been able to let him go.
Of course.
They could be in a whole relationship and still feel some type of way because he with you. Like, well, wait a minute.
Them the fun ones.
Girl, listen, I can't. The way I'm set up, I'm too ignorant.
And then you think, like, what are you doing with her or to her?
What are you saying?
And saying to her, make her think it's okay for her to act like this, to actually make her act like this. What's making her act like this will make her think she can act like this. And this is something, put her in her place.
Right.
If it ain't nothing like that, put your baby mama in her place.
Listen.
And that goes for us women, too, when it comes to our baby dads.
Mm-hmm.
We have to make sure they know their place.
Yes.
Because they will try to get a little out of place.
Listen.
And if we don't have that title, I'm going to need you to respect that.
Yes.
I'm the type of baby mom, I respect my baby dad's situations.
Mm-hmm.
And me, unfortunately, I had 3 relationships. I had 3 kids. That's why they're so spaced out. So therefore, I do have 3 baby dads. God rest his soul. The other 2, everybody know their place. Ain't no drama. One is a whole 500-600 miles away.
Listen.
And he the one that needs to be about that far away because it makes it so much easier.
I can only
But
imagine.
now he got a girl. It makes things... we get along so great. I was just telling you that. We get along great. But as long as these people that have their titles know their roles in your life, things go smoothly.
Yeah. And I think that for those who don't have kids, you have just as much responsibility as the parent because you have to come into the situation understanding, like you said, understanding that their time is spread thin, especially if you're a woman dating a man who's an active father in his kids' lives.
Yes.
You know, whether he has full custody, partial custody, no custody, if he's active in his kids' lives, you can't be that chick to get upset because you can't kick it with him. He can't Netflix and chill tonight because he got the kids. You know, or you may, I've been in a situation, been out with a guy. We have whole plans to kick it for the whole night, but he get that call in the middle of the night Gotta come get the kids. This something happened to the kids. You know what I'm saying? And things may get cut short. You have to be willing to be flexible enough to say, okay, you know, yeah, you're going to feel some type of way. I'm not going to say that you're not going to feel some type of way. But you don't have to express it, first of all, because he's got enough stress on himself. Yes. Feel some type of way in your own feelings, you know, have your little baby moment, and then be an adult and just be like, all right, babe, hit me up later, holler at me whenever, when you free, whatever. You know, be considerate.
Be an adult.
Be an adult. But you have to be considerate that this man is taking place in his kids' lives actively, you know, and men, same on the other side. You know, I don't know what it's like on the other side. I can just speak on behalf of the females. So if there's guys out here who's listening who has been in relationships or tried to date women who don't have kids and you do, please be sure to call in and let us know how that went down, or any advice, tips that you have for those women so that they can be educated on what they need to do. Same for the women. If you dated guys and you got kids and they don't, how did you handle it? Do you even date guys without kids? Kiki says she don't even go. So
I mean, it's because I have dated someone without kids, and like I said, he just don't understand. You don't understand it. Like I said, my time is spread thin. Like, and then I mean, I've had one. I mean, I've dated a couple. Let me put it like that. Mm-hmm. I've had one that's actually really selfish, and they really felt the way you felt when you said you want to basically come first,
right?
Or like he had no problem with me just pushing my kids off to the side so I could spend time with him.
Yeah, see, that's a no-no.
No, it don't work like that.
You should never agree with somebody putting their kids off for you.
No, okay. You have to, and you shouldn't even want to even be with somebody that pushes their kids off just to be with you. Because what type of morals does that person have as a parent, one?
Right.
And let alone as a person, period, to be in a relationship with you. Like, there's no compassion. Like, if you can't care for your kid, how much do they gonna care for you?
Exactly. What
type of person is you if you don't care about your kids? So one that's dating someone with kids, they have to just understand that. And that's why I try not to date people that don't have kids. I try to date people with kids.
You try?
Easier. It's easier.
Now, do you have a limit on how many kids that they have, or how many baby moms, or?
Okay, so hopefully this is not wrong, but I feel like we should match. So you got, you got 3.
So I feel like if they got, because if it work out, shoot, that's a full starting lineup.
I really don't want you to have no more than 3 kids. Since I got 3 kids, unless you got it totally under control. I mean, that's a minor reason.
Right.
And like, that's just something, I wouldn't say petty, but that's just something, but I wouldn't discriminate against someone that has more than 3, but I mean, you have it all the way together.
Yeah.
I can't have 3 kids and be like, I want somebody that only got 1. You know, that's the only reason why I'm saying I take somebody with 3, just because I got 3. But I ain't gonna say, you know, I only want somebody, he only had 1, and here I got 3.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like my little rule.
I mean, I understand, because you definitely don't want to do it out here with 10.
Exactly, because that's gonna play
and 10 different baby mamas,
and that's gonna play a hard shit.
And he ain't got no pot to piss in. See, that's the limit on the parent. Now that right there is the dude I want. We can't even have conversation. There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, I got some people on Facebook. What y'all think out there? Hey, Shalita, Derek, Mark, Lauren.
What they talking?
Almaster, Barbara. What y'all think? Y'all any single parents out there? What y'all think about this topic? You can either say it right here on Facebook, or you can give us a call at 614-781-0754 and let us know what you think. Like, what is this date? First of all, this dating period.
Listen, I put up a post today, and I hold. Listen, I miss dating in the 90s. When technology did not exist, where if you wanted to talk to somebody, if you wanted to link up with somebody, you had to pick up the phone and call and talk to them. You had to go meet them where they were if you wanted to see them. There was no FaceTime. There was no Facebook.
Social media.
There was no video chats. It has corrupted conversation.
Yes.
It has corrupted interaction. Dating sucks in 2018. I feel so bad for single. Listen, yeah, I am married legally. That's a whole nother conversation. However, have I given it a try lately in these past? Yeah.
What's up, Bando?
I ain't on it. Y'all, it's too different for me because I get irritated after a while. It's cute, the little text We having conversation for a while. Conversation can sound real good through a text. But see, I've always been the person, I need to hear that voice behind them words. I need to hear the conviction. How real is these words that you saying? Because it ain't nothing to go to a Webster dictionary and put some words together in a sentence and call it something.
Girl, nowadays they think it's okay if you see their face over if they calling you through Facebook, FaceTime. Like, here, see my face.
Listen.
People just too bold nowadays, but
you're right. They are. But
you can't even
dating is hard just being without kids. So having kids, I can only imagine, you know, especially when you think about, you know, and I hate the stories I hear of people who, the single parents out here dating, and it happens more with females than it does with guys, single fathers, where you're dating these men and you don't really know these men, but you didn't introduce them to your kids. You got them around your kids, let them babysit. Next thing you know, they done harmed the child, killed the child, because, you know, they ain't got no kids. They don't know how to tolerate. You develop a certain level of patience when you're a parent.
That's definitely concerning too. Another good reason for me not to date someone that don't have kids.
Right. I understand that.
And they just don't understand. A lot of things they don't understand.
No, especially now. Your kids are the youngest, the baby's what, 5? 5.
Mm-hmm.
So did you date when they were young, when they were babies?
No, it's hard. It's hard. Well, first of all, when they were babies.
Not baby. I don't even say baby. Not newborn, but like 1, 2, 3.
I was still with their dads up to about 3.
But would you say if you weren't? Say you weren't. And they were about 2, 3. Would you have an age limit on when your kids, is there an age limit on your kids of when you decide to start dating?
No. Because mama gotta have a life too.
I understand.
Now, when it comes to introducing my dates or mates to my kids, that's something totally different. We gotta be something special. Gotta be something going on exclusive. You my man for show. In order for me to introduce you to my kids.
Okay.
Because I'm very protective when it comes to mine, and this is crazy out here.
Yeah, so no, I agree. I've had guys that want to introduce me to their kids, and we ain't be talking about a few months. I'm like, no. And they would take it the wrong way, and I'm like, it's nothing against your kids. I love kids, but I know how I am. If I get attached to them kids, and then we fall out, then what? Because I can't, it's no longer me breaking up with you. Now I'm breaking up with the kids.
And now you got to answer the kids too.
Yeah. Now they asking, well, where's so-and-so? Why they ain't coming around? I like them though. You know what I'm saying?
And now you feeling like a hoe because you ain't with him no more.
I got you.
You can't be introducing these men and women to your kids.
Yeah, you can't be running them in and out.
Your kids gonna start to develop their own mindset about their mom or dad.
I think from what I understand and what I've heard, females do that more than men do. They bring people around their kids that they in a relationship or talking to or whatever with. They don't. I've heard that women do it more than men. I think I've seen it more than that. Yeah, I don't really know any single men who have ever. None of the single men I know who have kids bring women around their kids like that. Not women that they're supposed to be dating or sleeping with or talking to, unless they're in a legit, real relationship and it's been there for you, damn near to moved in.
Because generally the kids stay with the mom.
Right.
So therefore, when the mom's going out trying to have them a life, and then they meet someone that they thinking and hoping that they gonna make something with,
right?
They be like, okay, let me go ahead and introduce them to the kids. Or it might be that one night that the mom don't have no babysitter and they've been dating for a while. Like, okay, well,
tonight's gonna be that night.
You know, come have dinner. You know, something like that. That may be. I've seen that happen.
Now I do know that I've heard some women. I've heard a couple of girls. They say that they introduce a guy to their kids because they use their kids as the deciding factor whether or not they continue to talk to them. So like you basically use their kids to vibe off of them to figure out whether or not they're gonna keep them around.
See, now that don't need to be like their job.
No,
that needs to be like the final.
Now I can understand
the final say.
The final say, yeah, look, you're gonna introduce, but I'm saying now my kids don't like you.
You feeling this dude or lady, and you think this might be the one.
Yeah.
The very last step to say, okay, this is the one. Meet your kids.
Yeah, but there are some that do that. They'll have them. They'll have their kids.
Determine my relationship from the beginning.
Nah, I definitely wouldn't. And I ain't even a parent. I'm damn sure ain't going there now because you don't know no better.
No.
I don't know. We'll see what y'all think. We about to play some music here. We got some new music in from Chill Cortez. That's the one that did my song.
Oh.
And
what's it called?
The song that he did on my birthday, that I played on my birthday. What was that? I can't think of it.
No, what's the song you about to play now?
The song I'm about to play right now is called Bust It by Chill Cortez.
Bust It.
So y'all let me know if y'all like this.
Okay, she bust it down, back it up. Girl, that ass is fat as fuck. That Wild West booty to ride right, I have to saddle up. I'm stingy with that ass, no hitchhikers, no passengers. These petty hoes can't clap like her, so now they all wanna clap it up. Got every dude going after her. If you ain't ready, then back on up. Yeah, roller coasters look fun, but that don't mean you can't handle them. She cornbread and cabbage stuff, snapping like a camera. Look like two wrecking balls, booty nickname should be damages. She just walked in and I can still see the back of her. She might knock your drink, so hold it tight if you passing her. It's silicone phonies who can't even match a natural butt. She come around and shut it down. Girl, bust it down and back it up. Break it down, back it up. Let me see you bust it. Break it down, back it up. Let me see you bust it. Break it down, back it up. Let me see you bust it. Let me see you bust it. Let me see you bust it. Drop it low and make that ass clap. She got a big booty, I can throw some cash in. Yeah, drop it low and make that ass clap. She got a big booty, I can throw some cash in. Yeah, where the big girls, you better bust it too. Don't be shake all that ass. Chill, love it, boo. That thong strong, but that booty still busting through. 285 is still twerking with no trouble too. Trill talk, I fuck with you. Been on that, baby girl, it's nothing new. She confident, walk back down like the others do. Putting all these flames to shame, made them all uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't know why these other dudes passing up on you, but you can be my plane. Let me see what that luggage do. So turn around, make that booty touch the ground. You know what I'm looking for. Back it up, bust it down. Yeah, break it down, back it up. Let me see you bust it. Break it down, back it up. Let me see you bust it. Break it down, back it up. Let me see you bust it. Let me see you bust it. Let me see you bust it. Drop it low and make that ass clap. She got a big booty, I can throw some cash in. Yeah, drop it low and make that ass clap. She got a big booty, I can throw some cash in. Okay, South Cat, North Cat, let me see you bust it. ATL, Miami, let me see you bust it. Tennessee, VA, let me see you bust it. Bay Area, LA, let me see you bust it. St. Louis down to Texas, let me see you bust it. Detroit to New York, let me see you bust it. New Orleans to New Jersey, let me see you bust it. Big ladies worldwide, let me see you bust it.
All right. Sorry, y'all, my bad. This is my first time in the host seat. So, Curvilinear Radio, we are back. This is Misha Miss Hotspot.
And Kiki with the E.
Yes. That was Mr. Chill Cortez with Bust It. He liked that twerk music.
That stripper song.
Yeah, he likes seeing him bouncing up and down and stuff.
Bounce it.
That's all right, because I like bouncing it.
Hey, Tiffany Marie.
Tiff Marie, that's my boo. So we are discussing dating single parents. As a single parent, would you date a single parent? As a single parent, would you date
Well,
a man
Lauren
with kids
said,
without kids?
Lauren Mills, she said, yes, it is hard as a single parent, but when you feel it's right, you will do so. And it is a lot easier when the other person has children of their own. I agree. That's what I say.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. I mean, I understand that. I do. It's just,
For sure. And then Michelle, she said dating is horrible.
Dating is horrible.
Too many people acting fake. Like, damn, what happened to honesty, morals? I can talk all night about this subject.
See, I think that what has happened to dating is after so much time has gone by, I think what's happening is it's a lot of folks out here with broken hearts.
Yes.
And they're not healing.
Yes.
and they're jumping from this broken relationship to the next.
Not good.
You can't be broken.
You got to be all the way prepared.
And go into a situation and think that it's going to work. You can't heal yourself in a relationship. It's not going to work. Trust me, I've tried. If you want to take it from advice from somebody that tried, it don't work.
And it's almost like healing yourself from having a kid, because whoever you had a kid with, I mean, you have some type of emotional tie with this person to have a whole human being with this person. So whether y'all was together or not, you may trying to work it out. You going through postpartum, ladies, when it comes to these kids, you know what I'm saying, having these babies. So you're not all the way in your right mindset to even be dating right then and there anyway. Right. So you can't be taking whatever you have from that relationship onto your next. It's just not healthy. You're going to run that person away. It just might be your next husband or wife that you're running away because of that last relationship.
Yeah. But guys, too. Guys are great for it, too. And they think they not, but they really are. See, because for men, women get over heartbreak faster than men do. We do. We're built for pain, so we can get over it. Not all of it. Maybe not all of it, because you might go through something that can break you all the way down.
But see, anyway, that's not even the subject. But I feel you, because I bounce back. Men take longer to bounce back after their heart has genuinely been broken. Oh, because it's so hard to get to the heart first.
Yeah, because they don't open up to begin with. They're not just handing out, opening up to fall in love and be in love. So when they go there and they do that, they all in. For the real men, the ones that's genuinely trying to be in a legit relationship. So once they get heartbroken, it takes them so long to get over it. Especially depending on what she did.
And then here they damaged by then.
They're damaged. Oh, trust me, they're damaged. Let me tell you something. I told my husband when we first hooked up 12 years ago, he had come out of a relationship with a girl who was pregnant. And this is something he's always wanted, was a child. But she didn't know if it was his or his friends. Mm. Yeah. Of course, it ain't his. Ooh. And so that broke him.
Oh, that's all I can say to that.
And it took...
Good luck to the next chick that's dating that man.
Listen.
Michelle said...
That took work.
What she say? She said, nowadays, date another one and try to get over another one. And that's not good.
That's not good.
But I'm not even going front. I've done that too.
Definitely.
Just to take my mind off of...
Yeah, you do it. Because, see, for women, I'm going to tell y'all a secret.
He ain't getting he just a fallback.
See, for some women, I ain't going to say for all.
My younger days, though.
And you can let me know if they agree. For some women, see, what we do is, when we do that, we're doing it to break the chain. Because we done been with this one person for so long. We've been sleeping with them for so long. The first thing we do is go cheat. And it's not because we want to, it's to break that chain of being with you. Because now I'm pissed off. I'm fed up with you. You done pushed me to my limit. I'm done with you. So to get you out my system and to break that habitual habit of continuously running back to you, especially when I'm horny. You know how we women get when we hot, horny, and ready.
So running back, so therefore then you're not cheating because you're not with that person.
I'm saying if you're in a relationship
and you're married,
or if you're married,
that's the only way.
And you get pushed to that. Well, see, marriage is a little bit more complex.
I don't know that about that.
Yeah, that's a little more complex than just being in a relationship,
right?
Or being with that one person. I got a friend who she was with her child's father for years, and she had to get to the point where it got cut off because she was done of getting treated disrespectfully, especially when you putting your all into it. And it was called, I need to break this chain. So she didn't go jump in a relationship to get over stuff. That is the dumbest thing that you could do as a person, man or woman. Do not call yourself trying to get from one relationship and go into another to get over the last one. Because guess what, boo? You're not going to get over the last one. In that relationship. What you're going to do is you're going to take out everything on the new relationship from the old one. Because see, like Erica said,
going into that second one, not even caring about him.
Yeah, you know. See, now you done turned yourself into the bag lady.
Bag lady. Well, life goes on.
Listen,
I'm just saying I've done that in my younger days.
You can't do it. And then when you have kids, you really don't need to be doing that. I'd rather
be single. I ain't got time for the games. Single parent here, I ain't got time for the games, so I just stay single.
I mean, I can only imagine.
And so I know it's real. I got to feel it deep down in my soul.
Listen, and nowadays you don't even know if it's real. Because some of them make it sound so good. They do.
Man, it's bad out here.
They make it sound so good. They will talk your panties off, talk your heart open. Listen.
And Michelle said nowadays she experienced by seeing a lot of people that don't know how to co-parent.
Yes. Listen, if I can be a person to be a huge advocate for co-parenting, if you are a person and you got kids with somebody, y'all not together for whatever reason, you like them, don't like them, that's fine. Please work on co-parenting for the sake of the kids. Screw you.
Right.
For the sake of the kids. Right. Because at least if they're growing up, to me, this is how I feel. This is just my opinion. I feel like at least as a parent, as a child, they can grow up. Yeah, they might not grow up in a 2-parent household with their same parents, but at least they can say, well, my mom and dad get along just fine. They're not together, but they get along just fine.
Mm-hmm. And girl,
I don't never see them fight. If they do, I don't see it.
I mean, sometimes it's hard to get to that stage.
It is. I watched my mom do it.
You got to get there.
In a marriage and out. In a marriage through a divorce, I watched my mom do it, and I use that as an example all the time. I tell her, no matter what my dad did, that was wrong, and he was wrong. No matter what he did, she still always made sure that he was active, that he was attentive in our lives, that he knew what was going on. If he wanted us, it was never an issue, an argument, a hesitation. We could go over there and see him. We could call him and talk to him. He could come over and see us. We could do family things together. She never allowed him to disrespect him. We still had to mind him as our parent. Because see, some of y'all go out here and y'all don't want to, not only are you not co-parenting, but you're also teaching your kids to be disrespectful to the other parent.
Right. You're right.
The men, you sitting here, y'all might not be as bad as the women and be sitting on the phone or even talking to the kids about the parent, but y'all ain't doing no better by how you treating them. You think that your daughters and your sons ain't paying attention to how you treat their mama?
They know.
Trust me, kids pay more attention to what people give them credit for.
For sure.
Because I tell somebody real quick, my mama will tell you, I remember stuff she don't remember. She be like, why did you even, yeah. I remember that stuff. Yeah. Kids pay attention.
And they remember, because I remember things as a kid. And also when it comes to single parent dating, that co-parent relationship also needs to be in check.
Yes.
In order for your single parent dating life to be okay. Because if you got this other parent over here that always want to beef with you, argue with you, have drama with you, it's not going to be easy, because I know I ain't trying to go in nothing with no man that got baby mama drama.
Right.
So you definitely need to get that co-parent in check before you think about to have successful.
I don't want to be with no man where the mother of your child will throw up well, if you don't do this, you don't get to see your kids. What? You don't get to have them. You ain't going to never see them. I'm going to just take them from you. I can't stand that. That is my number one pet peeve. I can't stand
baby mama.
that.
That is one of my pet peeves. I can't stand.
Do not use your kids. And that ain't even bitter. To me, that's ignorant.
And using your kids as leverage.
You're going to use your kids as leverage, as a pawn to get what you want from this man.
I mean, there's a lot of men out here that don't even need to be on child support right now. But because of their bitter baby mama.
You already know how I feel about child support.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I don't support child support. It's a screwed up, jacked up system. But yeah, you're right. There's a lot of men out here ain't got no business on child support, because they do support and take care of their child. They may not do it in the status that you feel that they should. But if they still there, if you could call that man and say, I need you to watch your son or your daughter, and he be like, all right, cool. Or can you do this for them? And he be like, all right, cool. Or the baby need this, and he go figure out how to get it. He go get it. That's called support.
Support. That's it. That's all.
He ain't got to have $1 million in the bank. Matter of fact, do you got $1 million in the bank?
Less than.
So, don't that whole, and then you throw the sad part is most of the men that's on child support, they only on child support because they ain't sleeping with the baby mama.
Yeah. Pretty much, hate to say it, but it's true.
I hate to say it, but that's just the truth. But dating, I don't know what it's like for the men. I really want a guy to call in and tell me what it's like for a man as a single parent to date, you know, or a female or a male who don't have kids. That'd be a good one. You got somebody on there, a man that ain't got no kids, tell him to call in. What is it like dating a woman with kids?
There ain't too many of those out there.
It ain't too many, but it's some out there.
Yeah. And how about where's some places you think single parents should go date?
Some places I think where they should go to date.
I think that
to find somebody.
Yeah, to find somebody.
Well, definitely not social media.
No.
No. Let me see.
I think it's probably somewhere that's kid friendly.
Somewhere kid friendly.
And maybe even when you have that's not a bad thing to do neither. When you're somewhere with your kids and you so happen to run across somebody with some kids, like say you're at the park.
Yeah.
His kids playing, your kids playing. Would that be pretty dope?
Yeah.
It never happened to me.
But see, that
only in the movies.
That also requires an active parent. Because see, the sad part is a lot of these parents like to sit in the house on social media and trying to find love. Ain't nobody going. I'm just saying, they're not taking their kids out nowhere. You can't meet nobody out with your kids if you don't take your kids no damn where.
That's only in the movies there.
I don't know.
But, you gotta...
But, the stigma is so strong around single parents nowadays that it's quite sad. The stigma is so strong to where people feel like, They got singleparentmeet.com. Listen. I'm for real. Like, I'm looking at it right now. Internet dating is not it.
I'm just saying.
But
get out
to each his own.
Get off the internet, go do something.
I'm an old school. I feel like I want to meet you in person. I'm just saying.
The internet has ruined lives.
Let's see who we got. Hold on. Curvilinear Radio, who is this? Hello?
Curvilinear Radio. Who we have on the line?
Okay. I don't know. I got the volume up. Curvilinear Radio, who is this?
This is DJ J. Hey, just listening to the show. Can you hear me now?
What's up, DJ Dre?
What you got to say about this?
Listen, I used to give single parents.
Okay.
I'm sure you know my beautiful little boy, but before them I had 4 other children. And, they're all adults now. But there was a time when I, as a single parent, was in the dating world. And as such, there was a lot of things that was cool and that wasn't cool.
Okay.
Right.
I had some baby mama drama. My ex took me for child support just to be evil.
So how did that make like you dating somebody, how did that make them feel when you had baby mama drama? Did it kind of like run them off?
Look, let me put it to you like this. When I see her now, I have to put my hands in my pocket so I don't choke.
Uh-oh. She done ran off some good ones, huh?
So as a single father...
Seriously, it was dirty. We have 4 children together. 3 of those kids lived in my house.
Uh-huh.
But when the last kid was, the only one under 18, is when she did that to me.
Wow.
So it was what it was. I paid what I had to pay. My relationship with my son is still cool.
That's good.
So as a single father, I have to ask, as a single father, because I know Kiki here said that she, as a single parent, she won't date a guy without kids. So as a single father, would you date a woman that don't have kids?
I did. That's why I got 3 new kids.
Well, it ain't bad when you got one. I mean, I'm sure you probably wanted more. Or maybe you should have put it like that. Dating somebody without kids when they want kids and you ain't trying to have no more kids. So you only had 1 kid. So dating a woman without kids, that wasn't a problem. Because there you gave her 3 more. Hey.
Well,
and now y'all married, right?
I mean, yeah. Now,
well, look at God.
I dated someone who didn't have children.
Right.
She got children now. They mom.
Right.
Papa was a rolling stone.
I didn't restrict myself to only dating other parents.
Mm-hmm.
Because I met a lot of other parents that were absolutely nuts.
Mm.
True.
So, when you find that fit, it's just about finding that person you fit with.
Right.
You're right. So you saying I should give a guy with no kids a chance?
It's a lot of good things trying to be in a round hole. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
I said it's a lot of square pegs trying to fit in a round hole. They don't fit.
This is
So
I understand.
You gotta find that one that you fit with. Well,
I feel you, DJ Dre. That's what's up. Giving us a little bit of wisdom. I feel you.
But yeah, I've been there. I've done that. But you know, I've been through the child support thing. I've been through the dating as a single parent, and I'm gonna tell you where single parents should go, not to find a date, but on a date, is anywhere the kids are not, because you got enough of that at home.
Okay.
Well, there you go.
So go where the kids ain't at. In other words, the bar. No, I'm just playing.
Uh-oh.
I don't know about that one.
Well, we appreciate you calling in.
Thank you for
DJ.
calling in, DJ Dre.
Hey, well, thank you. Shout out to Mary J. B. I'm sorry I missed you tonight.
Yes,
But,
yes.
You ladies are holding it down. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Good night, y'all.
That's interesting. He said if you a single parent, go somewhere where the kids ain't, but not the bar. Don't go to the bar.
I mean, I feel that too, but I'm just meaning like, let's say this day you don't have babysitter. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go to the park, you might meet somebody like, oh, he's a good dad. He's at the park with his kids. Hey, I don't oppose to it. I'm just saying.
I don't know. That might be a moment you caught him in. You know, men, they like to take kids with them because they know that's how they pick up chicks.
It was his weekend. True.
Listen, we didn't see Fresh Prince plenty of times.
Play a song on that.
Borrow you, little cousin Nikki. The girls like you.
That's the first.
Because that's the first thing. Oh, he's so cute. Yes, honey, they run up. The dumb ones.
My uncle used to do that back in the day.
Oh my Lord.
For real. I remember being used.
I'm done. I can honestly say, I don't think nobody used me as a kid. I'm glad.
He sure did. Uncle Mark. He sure did. Would take us. He would get holler every time.
That's hilarious.
Every time.
Now that's something interesting. You said dating, having a child, dating somebody with no kids but want kids and you don't. I've been that person that want kids and date somebody got kids don't want no more.
And that's me.
And it sucks. But I'm the type of person to be like, well, if that ain't what you want, it's time to go.
Understandable. It's like,
and this is what I want, and I'm sticking to it.
Sometimes, do you have kids and not one of the first 5 questions? Because there's some other more important questions, but we'll lead up to do you got any kids? So the first 5 questions might be okay, and then when you get to do you got any kids, you be like, I ain't got no kids. Like, oh, you ain't got no kids, okay. Now some of them be like, I ain't gonna front. I ran across a couple, be like, I mean, if I have kids, I do. If I don't, I don't. I'm like, okay, well, I don't trust it, but that's what you say, okay. But then you run across the one and be like, he don't know that I ain't trying to have none or can't have no more. So he like, yeah, you gonna pop me out one, or I want to have at least one. I'd be like, ooh, can't date you.
They do that on the first date?
I mean, not necessarily the first date, but conversation.
Eventually, yeah.
Conversation.
I mean,
because when I find out you ain't got no kids, if I'm even giving you a chance, I definitely want to know if you want any.
Yeah, I mean, that's just on, even if he a man without kids, I'm going to ask. Like, so, because I mean, especially I'm 35. So if I meet a man that's my age or older, that's one of the first conversations we have. And so you don't have no kids. Do you not want them, or can you not have them? Which one is it?
And I mean, that's a very important subject too.
It's very important because there's why develop a whole relationship? It does, but why develop a whole relationship with somebody if you know that that's something you want and that's not something that they want, but you ain't figured it out yet, and you 3 years in, and then you realize they don't want no kids.
No, you need to know that up front.
You need to know that up front.
For real. Me, the one not having no more kids, I need to know that you don't want none, don't want no more, or anything that doesn't go against me.
Now, see, my question for the parents, some of the parents that be like, well, I don't want no more. Well, especially for men, what's your reason for not wanting any more? Is it because, yes, they expensive as hell?
So you would want a reason because you don't have kids.
Yeah, I want to know why you don't want no more kids. Because, see, men come up with reasons that is bullshit. Let's just call it what it is. Some of them don't want no more kids because of the baby mama they got. But you can't let one bad apple spoil a whole tree.
True. That would be one of your questions.
Yeah, like,
why
you don't want no kids? For a man, for me as a woman, I need to know why you don't want no kids. Now, if you just legit, you selfish, you don't want none, boom, that's just me. I respect whatever your reason is, but I need to know what the reason is that you don't want kids. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality is, if you tell me you don't want none, but I choose to stay in a relationship. Because, see, this is the part with men that I can't never understand. Men will say they don't want kids, but yet they want to have unprotected sex. And knowing that they ain't been fixed. So my thing is, nigga, you don't want kids not that bad.
Like why you don't know where babies come from.
I'm just saying, like, how you gonna be, you know, you can't say that you don't want no more or that you don't want none, but yet you out here raw dogging it.
Like you want some.
Like your pullout game is just that strong, and it ain't. Plenty women have gotten pregnant off pre-cum, just saying, you know.
That's how the first one.
I
can't. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I'm done. Listen, I'm just saying, don't.
Hey, because he swore up and down. I'm like, well, it ain't nobody else, so.
I can't. I just can't right now. On that note, I think I'm going to just play some music.
Hey, stay for.
We just go. Lord have mercy. We gonna play some music. I got some Ice Soldier here for y'all.
Yes. In the back.
Yes. We're gonna play him with Tiff Marie, the wordsmith.
Tiff Marie. No longer giving light to the oppressors. I'm young, wild, and reckless. My mental armed and dangerous like a Uzi. With a double clip. Working for his gun, big cross country, running rampant in my nights like yo, I'm see she nice, right? Living lubricating souls, bars locked and low. I did it, I done it. I'm bordering off better bars, I'm classic. Homie, the smell of God, just on me. Just that old potency, you poetic. One time for the intro, let go. It's time we rise above doubt already. Went through a drought, now they back to counting me out already. No, it's nothing but greatness. People about to witness. Was neck deep in the trenches, but now it's back to business. See, I'm mocking the culture. It's like a bird flip. They close the door when I pitch lyrical. Watch the curve shift. See, I've been working while they sleeping. I'm the third shift. Emerge cannibal with syllable, flammable word spit. Serve with food for thought, bust Mellington. Bob melon, hard body, intelligent, hella melanin. Never settling for that whackness. They let them peddling. Game fumble when they let that mumble rap settle in. Now it's a rebellion. Put them on my purge list. Check my credentials. It's essential that I'm intentional. Presence not coincidental. Ill poetic instrumental. Back window. Call the back signal for the wordsmith. Hold up. But they said Soldier ain't got it. You see me in the spot, boy. Know I be on top, boy. 614, my city off top. Want a wordsmith? Let me show you what I got, boy. Hold up. But they said Soldier ain't got it. You see me in the spot, boy. Know I be on top, boy. 614, my city off top. Want the wordsmith? Let me show you what I got, boy. My life's mission is painted between the spaces and the bars in my writtens. Vivid when the visual is scripted. When you listen, you feel the vision that flow. Giving whole rhythm that controls senses. So go and let that influence enter you with it into the essence like a potion. My pictures in motion, applaud cinema. And I'm appalled. These people they got involved. Be getting applause for the struggle bars and the music lately. Yes. Got it confused and made it cool to be pretenders lately. Yes. Industry trash agenda, they been Brenda babies. Yes. For them actors over backwards, they been bending lately. That's why most of the realest rappers independent lately. It's not up for debate, just turn on the radio. Take the bait, same beat, same flow. Try to make me be a slave to the movement. I'm giving them Django. When they call us, then the flow, I broke up on my cue to go up like, hold up. But they said Soldier ain't got it. You see me in the spot, boy. Know I be on top, boy. 614, my city off top. Want a wordsmith? Let me show you what I got, boy. Hold up. But they said Soldier ain't got it. You see me in the spot, boy. Know I be on top, boy. 614, my city off top. Want the wordsmith? Let me show you what I got. I didn't come this far, I only come this far. My eye is on the title type grind. Rhyme with reason, no time for idle time. Let you worry. Just run up my lane like it's easy. I'm LeBron when it's final time. Almost impossible to glorify rap. Something in the water, I'm just trying to purify tap. My lyrical cap, Soldier wear a different kind of fresh. I'm on Mitchell and Ness. I can't rap with y'all's new era. They always make a list of who the best in the city. I'm getting used to being at the bottom of the column. Don't mean I won't continue to be a lyrical problem. Cutting off the gimmick alleyway. Reloading the arsenal of bars. 16, I gun 50. Your career slump lyrically. Don't pump, run, Ricky. I'm here to spit that real and give them something they can feel. So I got ill, poetic, and OMC with me.
Life's a gamble, pick your suit, ace of spades, and the diamonds, black jacket, Jack and Juke, while I'm stepping stanzas. Poet on the rap scene, Countess Olaf to y'all Baudelaires. R.I.P. to your rap careers. It's just a series of unfortunate events. T. Marie, I Soldier, ill poetic on the beat.
Hey. Sorry, y'all. I I told y'all this is my first time around over here, okay?
Let that be the reason.
Listen, I'm doing the best that I can. We ain't got our Mary JB here, so I'm doing the best that I can.
Curvilinear Radio.
Curvilinear Radio, we are back in live and in color. This is Misha, Miss Hotspot.
And I'm Kiki with the E.
Once again, Miss Mary JB, she is out for the evening. And for those of you who tune in regularly, I just want you to give you a heads up. We will not be here next week. So just...
See you the week after.
We'll see you the week after. We'll see you on, and that'll be June, won't it? We'll see you in June.
Yeah. In June.
So we are discussing dating a single parent. Would you date
as a single parent?
Would you date a single parent? As a single parent, would you date? I want to hear from the men. I really want them to call in and tell me, would you as a man date a single parent? Or would you, as a single parent, if you're a single parent, date someone with or without kids? 614-781-0754. Again, that's 614-781-0754. Call in. I want to hear what y'all got to say.
And we're talking about the real single dads.
Yeah, the real single dads.
Not
the ones that are active.
Get them once a month, every other month.
No. I mean, like an active father. You get your kids on a regular basis. You know.
How easy is it for you to date?
Yeah.
You got your kids around all the time.
That's a good question. I really wish that we had more men calling in, but it's okay. DJ Drake gave us a little insight. Like he said, single people, if y'all want to date, y'all want to find single parents, don't go where the kids are. He said, you got enough of them. I don't know. Dating a single parent, it's just always going to be a complex thing for me. Like I said, I've always been the person to say, I just don't want nobody with no kids. And I don't think I would ever, I don't know if I really could ever come out of that. Not it would have to be a situation where we've just developed this relationship, this bond. We just connecting on a whole nother level. You know, I know how you are as a father, as a man. If I see something in you to be like, well, you know what? I do want kids. He would be a good dad for my kids. I think we'd be good as co-parents. You got to think about that. And not even just, would he be a good dad? Would we be good co-parents? Because I don't want no issues. I tell my husband all the time, if we have kids and for whatever reason on God's green earth that we don't make it, we going to do what we need to do for the kids' sake.
Right.
We gonna always be friends for the kids' sake, you know.
Sometimes it takes a little while to get to that stage.
It does take a while to get to that stage. It's not going to be immediate, especially not after the breakup. But as an adult, I feel like you have a responsibility as a parent to get to that point where you could be like, look, no, we don't like each other. We don't want to be with each other. I can't stand you. You can't stand me. That's fine. But we can at least respect each other and we can come together and be parents, because that's what we did when we chose to lay down and do this. And be parents to these kids and set an example for them so that they know when they grow up and they can go and do how they need to with the great example behind them, versus having an example behind them of they daddy always talking bad about their mama, or they cussing them out, screaming at them, never coming picking them up, or their mama always cussing them out, talking bad about them, never letting them go see the kids because daddy ain't doing what she wanting to do or whatever ignorant of the mess. The ignorant mess that I've seen go on between parents, especially young parents, is quite ridiculous. And it should be against the law, some of the things that I've seen go down.
You know what else is hard about single parenting? Single parent dating. When can you get some?
Yeah.
It's hard because I'm telling you, when you a single parent, and you know, mama and daddy got needs too. You ain't getting.
Hell, I would think it would be hard for the parents with the kids in the house.
You ain't getting nothing in the house. Well, yeah, true.
Because I know some parents that just get real creative.
You took it right on. You gotta get creative as a single parent or parents. Gotta get creative.
Just make sure the kids don't hear you. Please lock your door.
You got already.
Please lock your door. Don't let the kids hear you. Ladies, if you are loud, you can't get it in. Until you learn how to muzzle that. Just you don't want them kids to hear that, because they duplicate what they hear.
And then also, when you have teenagers, they kind of get in your business.
I was gonna say, because you got that. I know that oldest one be blocking.
Because even my 9-year-old, so they be like, "Mom, where you going?" They see you looking pretty. They're like, "Mom, where you going?" I'm like, I keep it real. Let them know I'm going on a date.
Have they ever met somebody that they was just like, "Nah, I ain't feeling him, Mom"?
My kids are pretty. I have a good judgment of character,
Mm-hmm.
so generally they trust my judgment. Whoever I bring home, which is not often. So whenever I bring home somebody, it must be somebody of meaning.
Right.
Mom must care something about this person, and I'm gonna go ahead and give this guy a chance because mom like him, so we must like him too. That's just how my kids. They're not really they're not defiant when it comes to me.
See, my mom, after her and my dad got divorced, she did try and date. She did try and date this guy. He was supposed to be he was supposed to be fixing something in the house.
I got to buy my kids something. They good. They like, oh, you okay?
She tried to date, but see, we were so used to my dad. I don't know for sure if it was just that or I knew for sure I wasn't feeling him at all. First of all, he smoked. My mom did smoke. He smoked cigarettes, so that was a no for me off rip. That
would be a no. Well, no, I guess so, because I can't say I discriminate against someone that smoked, so I feel you.
But us as kids, we wasn't feeling it, and we let it be known quick, fast, in a hurry. We didn't let that marinate too long. I think she probably might even lasted a few months at that, probably a hot summer season, and it was it, because we wasn't on it. We wasn't on it. So, I mean, I could see kids just not.
I probably would be that kid, like, Mom, I don't know.
I would think daughters would give their dads a harder time, because, especially if they the only girl, and they a daddy's girl.
True.
They ain't on it. Because I ain't gonna lie, when my dad called himself dating, no. What? No. Who's this?
And me being as a woman, I mean, I kind of know how that would be. So when the guy said he got a daughter, I'd be like, how old?
Yeah, because, I mean.
How old is she?
Especially if she attached to him, because, the daughter's gonna always look at it as she taking my daddy away from me. Yeah. I don't get time with my daddy because she got time with my daddy.
I dated a guy with 3 girls.
Woo!
That was my 3-kid rule, but
yeah, I can imagine.
That wasn't popping at all. It just wasn't popping. And it even the fact that they was disrespectful because they really wasn't, but I can tell that they wasn't really
feeling it.
They respected me, but they really would. They would try to always be around. Whenever I'm around, they more abundant, and so they all of a sudden they need to be catered to. And
right? Yeah. Like, were they older or younger?
You got 3 little queens already, boo. I'm good.
Listen,
I'm good.
Yeah.
And then he that one to stop, drop, and roll, which is cool. He had mad respect for that. It just didn't sit well. It just didn't work because he stopped.
Because at some point you do gotta. I guess that would be that gray line where you, at some point as a parent, you do gotta push your kids to the side. Like, listen,
you do a little bit too much.
You do it. I need you to go.
You do. You do
gotta do that.
Like.
Hey, I'm watching my goddaughter's mom. She's in that right now. She's her daughter's not used to seeing her with no other guy, so she's getting used. That's something she's got to get used to, and she ain't feeling it. She ain't feeling it at all. Yeah. But she has to talk to her and work through things. But I could tell. I'll be looking at her. Her facial expressions. I'll be like, baby girl, it's gonna be okay.
You're gonna be single for the rest of your life after you ain't with their dad or mom no more, for real. So you definitely have to you can't go all favor towards the kids, and it can't go all favor. And you know what?
It doesn't stop and I'm glad that I've got the experience. My mom recently got married. When she first hooked up with him, of course, my dad passed away 5 years ago. So she started dating him a little over a year ago. And at first it was like, yeah, Mom, go out. You need somebody to wine and dine you, have fun, thinking it ain't going nowhere, you ain't gonna last. This is just her having fun, just getting some attention. No. See, you gotta know my mom to understand why I'm saying that. Like, I knew she was gonna curve him. Like, I'm like, because she wasn't feeling it. She called me like, you think I'm like, yeah, Mom, go out. If he want to take you out on a date,
to make you feel better.
If she probably did. If he want to take you out on a date, then take you out. Nah, I can't say my mom don't mind it. She wasn't feeling it at first. She wasn't on it. She wasn't feeling it. My mom, when my dad passed, she was like, I'm done. I'm good. I don't want no other man. I'm not doing that again. No, we all like my grandma. I'm not about to learn a whole nother what? I gotta learn new habits, ways, all that. And next thing you know, a year later, she like, matter of fact, Christmas, I got engaged. I'm sorry, what? Oh, y'all was serious. When this happened, and I'm not gonna lie, initially, it's not that I didn't approve of it, you know, because he's a good man. He takes care of her. Like I told him, as long as that smile on her face, they're smiling, not a frown. We ain't got no problems, you know. But I wasn't there yet, you know, because I'm still daddy's girl. I'm the baby girl. And I was daddy's girl.
Good thing you was grown when it's
girl. Listen, because I wasn't on it, and she could feel it because she eventually was like, I feel like you don't approve of it, and I had to tell her. I said, first of all, I'm grown. You're grown. You got a life to live. You know, you in your 60s. If this is what you want to do, it don't matter how I feel. But who am I to approve of anything? You know, but I'm fine with it. I'm good as long as you're happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. But so I say that to say, as single parents, just know it ain't gonna stop. And also, as a single parent, if you stay single and you in your 60s,
don't give up on love.
Yeah, your kids grown. I'm just telling you, they may still feel some type of way when you get somebody like,
but it'll be okay.
But it'll be all right.
It'll be all right.
It's gonna be okay, you know. But I'm just saying, we're going to play some more music here. Then we're going to come back, talk a little bit more, do our specialties. Then we're going to wrap this show up. Like Kiki said earlier, we got 2/3 of the cast, so we only going to do 2/3 of the show. Hey. So we're going to get some Ice Soldier in here with no sucker shit. Let me see if I can get this to play here. Here we go.
Soldier. Yeah. Let me talk my shit, man. Let's have fun. Look. Y'all niggas really think y'all poppin', right? Jockin' TV styles, you duplicates can't even copy, right? That truth you claim you aim to spit is scripted from who you claim you hang with. But tell my G, y'all do the same shit. I can't take y'all rap niggas serious. 30 plus, but chief, keep your role model. When I roll call for the real, your name never followed it. Wishing for the city's illest. I'm a Jenny in a bottle, but look, one time for my E-team. My fam. Been killing shit since Prezi days with Marilla Truth. Goddamn. My how time fly. No matter how fast, how high. Every track y'all tell the same lies. I had enough of y'all trying to compete with mine. But what surprise to a eyes, I'm too authentic. Yeah, I've been getting it on my grind. Y'all niggas been snoring. Stepping my origin leg, I look like Paul George's. Trying to kick rhyme how I kick it. I in the front, H in the back. Yes, it's no SS when I get live. Real MCs is in the building. Grab a mic and raise it high. Tell them like, oh no. Hit them like, oh, hey. Tell them like, no, be no sucker shit around my way today. MCs only. Look, yes, it's no SS when I get live. Real MCs is in the building. Grab a mic and raise it high. Tell them like, oh no. Hit them like, oh, hey. Tell them like, no, be no sucker shit around my way today. MCs only. Look back on attack when they match rap. Spit it like a king, make them look rough. Class in session when I'm chefing these lessons. My marble compression, my cookbook. Mob deep when I speak this havoc of lyrical prodigy. It's envelope push. So when I go postal on beats, it's anthrax when I sweet street. It's factor, I got it, non-factors doubted. Of course, my views not up to the views y'all bought on the low. Claim 80,000 look, but can't get 20 to a show. But I won't touch it. You like it, I love it. Matter of fact, overdue tea time when I'm up it. When they on that SS, yes, you a target. Them bars come with a card I'm tugging. Lyrics demented, screw loose engine. Oh, so immaculate flow, relentless. Out of this world with a concrete rose bloom. Right on a star recline on a crescent moon. Feeling that thunder boom. It's rhyme for clothes and lightning ball pen ink. I don't know what you thought. I am hip hop, y'all just props of what's not. I in the front, H in the back. Yes, there's no SS when I get live. Real MCs is in the building. Grab a mic and raise it high. Tell them like, oh no. Hit them like, oh, hey. Tell them like, no, be no sucker shit around my way today. MCs only. Look, yes, there's no SS when I get live. Real MCs is in the building. Grab a mic and raise it high. Tell them like, oh no. Hit them like, oh, hey. Tell them like, no, be no sucker shit around my way today. MCs only.
Hey. Listen, that's my shit. Won't be no sucker shit. I swear, man, he's like my favorite.
Like a superstar.
That's
Columbus, Ohio.
That's like my favorite Columbus artist right now. Like, seriously. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Curvilinear Radio, we are here back in effect. This is Misha, Miss Hotspot.
And I'm Kiki with the E.
Once again, Miss Mary J. B is out for the evening, but she is here in love. We are discussing dating as a single parent. Would you date a single parent? Would you, as a single parent, date someone with or without children? So, I don't even know where else to go with this because, I mean, you know, it's just one of those things. I guess it just depends on the person.
It do.
Because I've seen some chicks, they only date dudes with kids, which I never understood. But, you know, to each his own.
What, they don't have kids and only date kids?
Dudes with kids. I guess that's an easy way to, I guess that's kind of like being the side chick and the side dude because you ain't got no commitment.
They don't want nothing. I mean, well, not
you ain't got to worry about tending to them because they busy.
But see, I can't put that on the guys as if they really wouldn't have time for a woman, period. So I'm not going to say that's because they want somebody.
But you know what? Guys that are single parents, they use their kids as a crutch, boy, I tell you, to get out of some shit. They do, knowing they ain't got them muds like that, all like that. Oh, I gotta get my kids. Nigga, you just had them yesterday.
Listen.
And you ain't got them all like that.
I've used my kids as a crutch.
I can't.
I'm just saying.
I can't.
I gotta deal with my kids. I gotta get my kids settled.
Listen,
I gotta make sure my kids good.
Yeah.
What you doing? Making sure feed my kids.
Okay.
What you doing? About to take my kids to the. What you doing this weekend? Oh, me and my kids,
But see, it's easier as a mom because it may actually be true. Because like you said, the kids are always with the mom. 9 times out of 10, the kids ain't always with the dad. That's just reality.
True, but you never know.
You never know, though.
And you'll be selfish to think that ain't the case.
That's just true. That's the part as an adult where you have to accept, like, okay, am I going to be that woman that's dating this man with kids that's going to be like, okay, when he say he doing something with the kids, I'm going to just have to sit back.
You got to stay woke.
You got to stay woke.
Pay attention.
I ain't staying woke.
Pay attention to the sign.
I ain't messing with you.
But see, look, you ain't got time for this shit. And I can tell you don't have kids. That's what people with no kids. That's just their mentality. Not a bad thing. You can't help it. You don't have kids. So your patience kind of runs.
It's not that I don't have time. It's just don't lie to me. If you legit got your kids, cool. If a man legit is like, well, we made plans to go out and hang out this weekend, but I had to get my kids. Okay, cool. No problem. You know what I'm saying? No, for real. I'm just saying, like, if you be like, oh, it can be used in such a bad way. Yes. But I'm saying, if you legit are going to keep it real with me and tell me the truth, and you be like, legit, we have plans, I know this and that, but I have my kids, we got to cancel. Okay, cool. I'm not going to be that chick like, you guys got to get the kids. This why she crying in. Yeah, if it's a repetitive type of thing. Now, I ain't going to lie. I'm a boisterous person in the relationship. I don't hold nothing back, okay? So I've had that moment where, yeah, I'm going to say something if every time I'm with you, your baby mom always wait till the last minute to call and tell you some shit that she knew 2 weeks ago. Like, she knew 2 weeks ago they wasn't going to be in school tomorrow.
True.
Because of Teacher Appreciation Day. Nigga, matter of fact, you knew that at the beginning of the school year when they laid that schedule out.
Like I said, just it just all depends on
the person. But I'm that person in the relationship be like, hey, man, why she always wait till why do you allow her? See, I don't even put it all on the mom. Why do you allow her to wait until the last minute to call you to do something like that? Now, if it's some emergency, kid got kicked out of school, whatever, you need to take them, or I got to work, you need to take them. Hey, that happens. That's just a part of being a parent. But don't call at no damn 10, 11 o'clock at night. Tell me I need you to come get the kids because they ain't got school tomorrow because of whatever day that was already in the school calendar that they wasn't going to be in school.
Right.
Because you knew that last week, 2 weeks ago, 3 months ago. But because you know he out doing his thing, this is what you're going to do to go ahead and cancel his plans. See, that's the side of...
That's one situation. You got another situation where the man might be like, I got to get my kids, and he really might not be getting his kid. He doing something else.
This is true.
Gotta stay woke.
See what I'm saying? This is why I've always been that chick where I don't date dudes with kids. Because you will not. You got to find a new lie, bruh.
Because, I mean, that's still something.
Because, see, I'm also the petty chick to be like, you got the kids today? Oh, okay, well, that's cool. I got my goddaughter. Let's have a double date with the kids. Let's go to the park with the kids. Let's go do this with the kids. See, I'm ignorant. Oh, I'm going to cut you in your lie. Come on, I got free tickets. We can take the kids to the zoo.
And that's one good thing about, well, you know, once y'all get exclusive and get, that might be the one time when you finally might meet the kids. All our kids gonna meet, because we all about to go.
We all about to go out. Oh, you got the kids? Damn, ain't that a trip? I got kids today too.
That's real.
So you about to sit in the house with the kids?
That's when you tell it is real right there.
Yeah, that's when you know it's real.
I think that's cute. I'm just saying. Hey, okay. Let's go.
Let's go do that.
Yeah, that's fine, actually.
Yeah.
Why not?
I've done that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Hell, you may even that might even be the best environment to see how he really do interact with his kids, because y'all out here dating these people with kids, but you don't know how they interact with their kids.
The real comes out when you're around your kids.
Yeah, because see, for you men, you may get with that chick that, you know, you might be the type of man that you want your child, the mother, your potential children to treat your kids a certain way, talk to them a certain way. You might want to go see how she treat and talk to her kids, because you might disagree. Same for the chick. You out here dating a dude with kids, but you don't know what type of dad he is. Is he the kind of dad he gonna take them to the park, but he's stuck in his phone while they over in the park playing?
Right.
Is he the type of dad that's gonna take them, or is he gonna drop them off at his sister, cousin, mama, auntie, uncle house?
Go get some booty. Yeah.
You got to figure out, if you're gonna be that person that's choosing to date somebody with kids, what type of parent is it that you are dating? That is more important than them having kids. That's if they don't have any kids. Hell, I've even, for guys that don't have kids, I've even put them in situations with kids. I love the fact that I have a goddaughter, and I'll go get her real quick. Let me see how fast you catch an attitude. Because you'll be, I mean, that's the first sign. If they catch an attitude because you got the kids around, that's sign number one. Exit stage left.
Right, yes. And I have dismissed because of that.
Exit
we think it's going good.
Left.
As you get to meet the kids, like, damn, I thought we were going to go somewhere. See, you ain't got the patience I need you to have. But
right. Yeah, I need you to think quick on your feet. See, as a man, then if you was real about it, you'd be like, oh, okay, so what we about to do with the kids? We about to go somewhere? Where we going? Y'all want to go here, there, this? What we doing? Yeah, don't throw an attitude. That'll get you kicked out.
Yeah, this single parent dating shit is real out here.
It is real. Dating is real. Period. Out here, it's quite sad actually. So we ain't got no more calls. We about to wrap up here. We're gonna get into it's specialty time. Look, I got the bell back.
All I gotta say is, what about that water though? All I'm known to know and want to tell you is make sure you're drinking your water. I'm gonna always talk about that water. So. I don't have no fun facts. Just drink water, and as you can hear in my voice, I'm just getting over a little something. And guess what has been helping me get through? Water.
Yeah, I can't honestly say that.
Yeah,
water does help get over a cold.
It does. What's going on in the city though?
So what's going on in the city? I don't have that many events. So I've talked about it before, but at Taste the Trinity on Fridays they do support Black businesses. So it's Black Friday 614. At Taste of Trinity General Admission is $7. Basically, it's a shopping experience where they've turned shopping into a party. It'll be food, drinks, live music. It's basically going to be a local Black market. 15 Black business owners
that
offering
pretty dope.
Yeah, jewelry, cupcakes, candles, whatever.
And I like their setup. It's huge in there.
So it's huge in there. It looks really nice. So I can only imagine what it's going to look like with all those businesses in there, people walking around mingling. That's a good event for networking. That is this weekend. Actually, it is tomorrow.
Okay.
Yep, tomorrow from 5 to 9 p.m.
They got good food too.
Yes, they do. I love their chicken. Our very own Miss Mary J. B will be gracing the runway once again in the Curves in Motion Spring Bling Fashion and Runway Show. This will be Sunday from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. It's at the St. John's Banquet and Conference Center of Southfield. For those of you who need the address, 22001 Northwestern Highway, Southfield, Michigan. So you can get them tickets through Eventbrite. Please go out and support our sister in modeling. And then I also have, I found it here. You know, I got to go get my little papers to find out what's going on in the city.
Got to.
On Sunday the 20th, also for those of you who are reggae lovers, this actually made me happy. The Flex Crew, if nobody knows,
I love them.
I love the Flex Crew. So the Flex Crew is going to be at Scully's Sunday the 20th. So if you want,
they're always there. So yeah, that's the spot to be at.
Yeah. So I think I might have to roll up in Scully's this weekend. I've been wanting to go to the reggae club. I've been missing them.
you know, it's really gonna be popping next Sunday too, because Memorial Day weekend. I got to work Monday.
Memorial Day, I gotta go to work. Memorial Day weekend, yeah, I don't get that luxury. Retail is open 24/7.
True.
But yeah, Memorial Day weekend is coming into the summer, y'all. Y'all need to be having plans. All these single parents, make sure y'all got things to do for the kids. And I do feel like as a single parent, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Key, because you know, once again, I don't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
For the person who chooses to date that person, if you do want to pull me in to meet your kids and whatever, don't you feel like you should create event or something? We should do something together with the kids.
Oh yeah, that's most definitely the groundbreaker right there. Doing something fun.
Yeah.
Fun to get the kids.
We can go to Rule 3. We can go to the little trampoline.
Anything I do with the kids should be fun.
Magic Mountain. Go to the park.
Guys, if you want to get in with the kids,
the zoo,
suggest doing something fun with them, and they'd be on it.
And guys, if you got kids,
listen to the guys.
Involve the woman in with being around your kids.
Yeah,
because to me, I feel like the guys have it a little bit just as bad as the women.
Because when you're in an environment, the kids is relaxed. Everybody's having fun. It's always a good time.
Yeah, and then you get to see how the person interacts.
So that's how once you finally break the kids into this single parent dating life of yours, and you think it's something exclusive, yeah, most definitely somewhere fun.
Yes. So, once again, we will not be here next week.
No.
But we will be back the following Thursday with Mary JB, hopefully. And actually, it won't be June. It'll be May 31st. So we'll be bringing in Memorial Day weekend with y'all. I don't know what we'll be discussing. Actually, me and Kiki was having a good conversation. I think that's what we're going to talk about next.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll let y'all know what that is.
We'll let y'all know what that is. We're going to keep that a secret. We're going to work on that. So, once again, Curvilinear Radio, we are signing out. We appreciate y'all. We're going to wrap this up with dating a single parent. If you're a single parent that is dating, make sure that you know the person that it is that you're dating, what type of person they are. Find out what kind of parent they would be. If you're a person that don't have kids and you want to date somebody and if you choose to date somebody with kids, have respect for them as a parent and know that their time is stretched thin, but also pay attention to how they are as a parent. Be smart about the situation. Don't go into it lightly. And definitely, please, people, stop going into these relationships to heal from the past one. So,
right. And most importantly, hashtag stay woke.
Stay woke. All right, we're going to sign out with I Soja Out the Mud.
Yeah. I done came up out the mud. Came about the mud on the mud, and I did it my way. I done came about the mud on the mud, yeah. And I did it my way. Started from the dirt, the storm put me in the mud. Now the haters wonder how I got out the mud, but they know about the sweat and the tears and the blood. Graduated from a student to the plug. I came about the mud on the mud. Let me put myself back in golf position. Yeah, I'm just here for that crowd. I ain't asking permission. Remove the block and shoot the shot from any line with precision. So when they look up what is hip hop, I'm the definition. Deliver best rendition of the essence that is missing. Yet still my title as one of the city's best dismissing. Look at the beast within them. Yeah, look how I rose through. They trying to give me lemons. I gave them soul food. They trying to give me lemons. All it did was spark the method. This pro flow was pro visual for the narcoleptics. A growing king with vision. Didn't even mention I'm a menace yet. They already consider my skin a threat. This is not a pigment that symbolizes privilege. Nah, it symbolizes survival and ancestry of the warriors and kings and the artistic elite. So naturally I refuse to meet defeat. I done came about the mud on the mud, and I did it my way. I done came about the mud on the mud, yeah. And I did it my way. Started from the dirt, the storm